Good morning, everyone. I'd just like to welcome you all to the cult. If you're not aware, this is a English extension cult. This is a informational video for any newcomers. In this video, will be educating you on how to apply the ceremonial initiatory makeup. So, to begin, I'm going to be putting on our traditional head dress. To the average eye, this might look like a towel, but to the English extension child, this looks like a homage to the very beloved story of The Handmaid's Tale and the wings that the ladies in The Handmaid's Tale that they were. Now, it is important to arrange the towel so you can actually see. You know what? Simplicity is okay. There's a lot of simple people out there that are quite successful, so it's okay. It's purity. It's a blank canvas for us to paint and draw across as English extension kids. So to begin, we are going to begin the mask. I mean, some might see this makeup as a form of dissembling. It is a theme throughout the play Hamlet. So to begin the visage that we are creating, we're going to create something that you might be aware of, the Illuminati eye. It connotates vivid imagery of a company working together in secrecy, possibly with members including Beyonce and Kanye and basically any successful person that comes from a minority to try and validate the reason why they got so successful, even though really it's just their talent that got them to be so successful. It's kind of like those people who reckon that aliens created the pyramids, and it's like, no, actually the Egyptians were pretty smart. TBH. They were actually quite forward thinking, so no, aliens didn't create the pyramids, the Egyptians did. So let's appreciate that. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. A little behind the scenes, it is in fact coming to a sunset. So I thought this would be quite nice lighting for you, Emma Jeremy. So we're going to begin our Illuminati eye by using an ancient apparatus which is called foam on a stick, and we're going to take from our rich gems just a dark colour. I mean, this looks like a dark green, but on camera, as you can see, it translates to a very dark green on the verge of being black. Really, there's nothing wrong with being black. And because we're a bit of fun, in the cult. We might be in a cult, but we can still have fun, I'm just gonna feel like my skull is coming off by having this tail be attached to my weird bun thing. But anyway, I'll deal with the pain for you, Emma Jeremy. Oh, the metamorphosis has begun. Wow. Breathtaking, really. I'm just gonna put a lighter colour in the middle. Cause why the frick not? That's when I ask you, Emma Jeremy. If you're the English extension kid here, why the frick not? Hey? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Riddle me that, Batman. Next, because this is makeup for an initiatory celebration, I'm going to take my sports girl contour kit, and I'm going to be using this really subtle, very mild pink, cobalt pink, and apply. Ooh, that's a bit of FX for you. Now, what the pink represents, everyone, it represents your innocence in coming into the cult. You're rosy cheeked like a newborn child. It represents how you're here, ready to absorb the new information of English extension and just to have a good time. We will now move on to the focal point of the ceremonial makeup. And if any of you kids have done your preliminary reading, you might be able to see what I'm creating as I create it. But for any of you other kids, I'm just gonna quiz you and have you try to guess what I'm about to create on my face. So I draw a little circle. You got it yet? You know what I'm drawing? Just a little squiggle. And honestly, I don't really know what this object actually looks like in real life. Let me color it in for you. Let me give it a little bit of a pigmentation. Do you know what it is now? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yes, that is correct. That is a sweet potato on our forehead now, children. The sweet potato is a symbol in our English extension mythology that dates back to the ancient, dark times. It has been used as a point of reference for justifying things. An ancient proverb that Mr. Woods often repeats is why this and not a sweet potato? And it's a phrase that conjures into the person a desire to justify and to explain and to illustrate your argument. It's a very powerful question to ask yourselves, and that's why we paint the sweet potato onto our forehead. because it's right by the cranium, the thinking place. And now to finish our look, gotta go back in with the lovely dark green. And we're gonna colour in our lips. Now, colouring them in green, this represents a plethora of things. It is a multifaceted metaphor. The green represents greenery, which is like nature, and nature, like plants and crap, they need the sun to photosynthesize and to create food for themselves. So they don't really rely on other sources for energy. They require themselves and a natural source like the sun. And putting this colour onto our mouths represents how we don't need anything but the sun to create words. And so having this colour, which represents being able to self-source yourself, represents how we as English extension children don't need any other sources to continue making words. And words are powerful tools. And English extension is not a bludge subject. How about those similes? This thing is like that thing. Very insightful. I got a simile for you. Emma Jeremy is like happy birthday, Emma Jeremy.